Hello. Welcome to the game show presented by Football Fantasy. My name is Josh, and I'm here today as the fantasy football game show always is at 3 p.m. Eastern time on weekdays. And I'm with my great friend, JL Garofalo. How you doing, JL?
I'm doing fantastic, Josh. Love that intro. Fantastic. Top 10.
Hello.
Hello.
But again, no Simon, guys. No Simon. He's going to be gone next week as well. But we don't need him because look at this big crew we got here. I do miss you, Simon. In case you're listening, I miss you. But we got a great crew here. Happily, sadly, no Simon, happily joined by two of my favorite people in the world. They are from the Roto Heat team. I love both you guys. Rick and Craig, how you feeling today?
I feel way better now. I needed that self-esteem boost.
I love both of you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I love both of you guys. Craig, how you feeling?
I'm doing great. I love seeing how you class up the joint for this show. It's
I got to. I mean, this really helps. Craig, shout out to Craig. Craig, you're the man. Thank you for this. You're the man.
the suit and everything, though. I mean, it just the ambient lighting behind you. I mean, you got it all figured.
Himalayan salt.
Swag.
Oh, that reeks class.
Yeah, straight. I went to Himalaya to get that, actually.
I knew you did.
Anyway, we have an awesome guest on the show today. Steven Johnson. You're one of my favorite people, too. And I love you, buddy. You can find him on Twitter at Steven_Roto. He is the media manager at Tri-City Sports. Buy this guy's beef jerky. Go, at John's Market. They've been putting out quality meat since 1880. Let's go. How you doing, Steven?
Wow, the year and everything. Yeah. Look at that. Doing well. Excited to hop in, play some games, and as always, probably finish in last place.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you do have some
pretty
tough
bad.
Alongside of you.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
Here.
JL's here.
Pretty
I
bad.
feel like you're safe with JL here.
I guess 36,000 for Zach Ertz's career passing yards. I think I'm not a threat to anybody.
Listen, one mistake does not define your entirety for the fantasy.
Tell that to my parents.
Oh God. Who's this? Craig Eyes. Let's go. We got Joey saying, "Dear Steven, adrenaline in my soul. What's up with Cody Rhodes?"
That's a great question. That's a great. It's wrestling.
Okay, gotcha. Answer it. Answer for Joey here.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want what's going to happen this weekend at WrestleMania to happen, but it will, and then I'll be depressed, and that'll be the end of it.
All right.
Not celebration.
I'm interested, but I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm gonna just keep it.
I was involved in the chat this morning that they were having, and I was like, "This is like Chinese to me. I have no idea what's going on."
Oh, we got Albert also in the chat. Good afternoon, FYF.
Albert.
What's up, Albert? Kason, what's up? Matt, got to be careful, Craig. We'll have you on a GIF. Oh, Craig loves those GIFs. I mean, I think
not during the show, so you're safe right now. Anyway.
Danger zone.
Josh just Simon. We don't need him. Josh, 3:03
p.m.
Send that to Simon.
What time zone?
Simon.
We need the time zone.
Who wouldn't want Himalaya? Himalaya.
Oh, just put him in the horny jail already.
Himalaya Josh.
Yeah. Yep. Himalaya. Yep. Okay, gotcha. Bumblebee Tuna from Mr. Scampers, our favorite chat cat, our absolute favorite chat cat. But
those
guys,
are two things that exist
fantasy
in the world.
Price is Right today. We're playing the fantasy Price is Right today, and I put together a good game for everyone. We have 4 people, so I think it might be a little bit of a longer game. So I just want to get in there. I want to make sure we have time to cover everything. I want to remind everyone before we get started, help control the pet population. Get your pet spayed and neutered. Just do everyone a favor out there. Also, Front Yard Fantasy, we're here live streaming every weekday at 3:00 Eastern time. Come on and like this video, subscribe to us. We love everyone out there, just like I love everyone on the show right now. Anyway, Fantasy Price is Right. All right. So we have 4 contestants today. This will be the first time we have 4 contestants battling for points. We will have several different rounds, each starting with a bidding round where I will ask the 4 contestants to try to guess a number without going over. Guys. Now, this number might be a player or team statistic, the price of something, a player's fantasy points, something like that. Could be a variety of things. Don't go over, though. Whoever guesses closest to the number without going over will get a point. All right. And if you get to, you will get to play the mini game if you guess closest. If you're able to win the mini game, you get an additional point. It's as simple as that. Every mini game will be a little bit different. We'll play like this until we get to the final showcase round, where all the contestants will be asked to guess the grand total of several different items without going over yet again. Closest to the grand total will get 5 points. Second closest will get 3 points. Third closest will get 1 point. And fourth closest will get nada. And whoever has the most points will be our champion today. I'm excited to play.
The
Sounds
chat
good.
thinks that's going to be Steven.
I think so too.
I think so.
42%.
I see.
Well, let's see if the chat knows what they're talking about, or they're just voting for Steven just because. We'll see. I mean, I would vote for Steven as well.
He was the first option in the poll, so you can't rule out. People just going with the first one. You don't know.
Just easy click, right?
Trying to talk myself into this.
All right, guys. Well, I just want to get in there. I'm ready to play the fantasy Price is Right. All right.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Steven's got to go last.
Yeah, we'll have
right.
Steven go last. We'll have you go first,
Right.
JL.
The ultimate.
All right. And we're going to start with our first bidding round. And what you guys are trying to tell me is what Justin Jefferson's career receiving yards are. I'll give you a little hint. He's played for 2 seasons. JL, what do you think? How many career receiving yards does Justin Jefferson have?
2,313.
2,313. Craig, what are you thinking?
2,600.
2,600. Rick?
3,065.
3,065. All right, Steve, I'm coming to you. What do you want to go with?
I'm going to go 2,601.
2,601. So you think it's somewhere in between 2,600 and 3,065, it seems like. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what his actual career receiving yards are. Justin Jefferson's career receiving yards. He has 3,016. Rick, such an awesome guess. You were so close.
Wow.
But Steven, he played the game right, Steven?
Yes, sir. I know this too well.
Dude, Mr. Scamper's in the chat going with 303. 3,003. Holy crap. I think that was the closest. Yeah. I mean, Kaysen went with 3,030, which was extremely close, but it would have been over. But great job on that one, Justin. Great job.
Nice
3,016 receiving yards. I said Justin.
I didn't know who you're talking to there.
Yeah.
Great job, Steven. Great job, Steven. So let me just set up the scoreboard real fast.
Justin Jefferson. Great job with all those yards, Justin.
I'm going to just set up the scoreboard real fast and then give you your points, Steven. Just give me.
Let's see. We had some good guesses here in the chat. We had Mr. Scampers, 3,003. I think that might have been the closest. 13 away. Albert just slightly over. Kaysen even a smaller margin. Oh, that's brutal.
Wow.
14 over. Unfortunately.
JL, I'm going to give you a hint. Pay attention to the host.
No, he's all good. He's all
I'm
good.
just
He's all good.
messing with
Did
him.
you already do this? You already went through this?
Yeah, I went through it already, but hey, listen.
Deja vu.
I'm also managing the polls.
I know, JL.
Things to go over, like we need to know
Shout him
that
out again.
Multitasking is not jail strong suit.
No, it is not.
It's not necessarily mine.
Devin
either.
in here,
36,000.
36,000. Excellent guess.
That's
Excellent guess.
you take off 1-0 and you're just really
You're
over.
Still over, yeah. It's-
All right, Steven, you're going to play our first mini game. You ready to get in there?
Let's roll.
All right. So you are going to be playing pick a number, Steven. We actually have quite a few new games that we haven't played before yet. So let's see. Pick a number. The contestant is shown a player's yardage total with 1 digit missing. The contestant wins by correctly selecting the missing digit from the 3 possible choices. So this is a pretty new game, but pretty simple and straightforward, I would say. So you were trying to determine how many passing yards Jimmy Garoppolo had. What did he have? 2,810, 3,810, or 4,810?
In 2021?
Yes,
I believe it would have been 28-10 because he missed a couple games.
All right, Steven, you're going to say that Jimmy Garoppolo had 2,810 passing yards last season, correct?
Yep. Let's do it.
All right. Let's see how many passing yards Jimmy Garoppolo actually had last season. It was 3,810.
Oh,
I am
really?
sorry, Steven. I am sorry,
Wow.
3,000. Listen, there were 4. I'm seeing a few guesses in the chat. 3 of them, 2,810, agreeing with you.
God, didn't think he was that good.
Like Kaysen knew it was up. Kaysen got the right answer in the chat.
Nice
Man.
job.
That's disappointing.
Well, you know what the good news is? You did get the mini game. You didn't win the mini game, but you're still in the lead, Steven. You're still in the lead.
Still got that
This
first
is a nice
point.
game.
Got the first point. It's all that matters. I can say I was winning at some point.
All right. You guys ready to move on to the next hitting round here?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So for this next one, you are going to try to tell me what Taysom Hill's 2021 season passing yards were. All right, 2021. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Oh, it's a Rick fun, I think.
It's a Rick fun.
All right, Steven, we're going to be starting with you on this one first. We're going to be going to JL, Craig, then Rick. So, Steven, how many passing yards did Taysom Hill have last season?
Wow. I don't think it was many. I'm going to go with
without going over
1,475.
1,475. JL, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with 800.
800 from JL. Craig. Hey, Craig.
Yeah, I'm trying to compute here in my head.
It's Taysom Hill, you know.
Taysom Hill.
I'm writing down their answers, so I'm trying to do the math.
Craig's over there like, so I think he played this many games. What,
Well, it would help if I knew how many games he quarterbacked, which I don't. So that's my first problem. I'll go 1,000.
1,000 from Craig. Rick.
Nice round.
1,475, 800, and 1,000 so far.
1 yard.
1 yard. So he's taking the under. He thinks it's got to be under 800, which JL guessed there. All right. Well, let's see. Taysom Hill's 2021 season passing yards were actually 978. JL, that is going to give you the win here. Let's
go.
Wow, some really Albert by far the closest getting the
925.
925 from Albert, but there were some other good guesses. Jason saying 875.
885 by Griff.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Griff? Good to see you.
Every time, I almost said Dynasty Grill again. I always see it as Dynasty Grill. Taylor went with the $1 there, just like Rick.
Good strategy. Yeah,
it's a good strategy.
Didn't pay off this time, but a good strategy.
Well, that's going to give you 1 point, JL. Let's get that into your scoreboard. And are you ready to play your first mini game here?
I am indeed ready.
All right, cool. Let's get in there.
Oh, let me. I think I just switched Steven and I here.
Yep, nice and easy.
There we go. Easy peasy. All right, JL, you're going to be playing Checkout. This is a game we played in the past, so you might have a little bit of an idea. The contestant is asked to guess the reception of 4 different players. One will automatically be given. If the contestant's cumulative totals within 30 receptions of the actual total receptions of the 4 players, high or low, the contestant wins. It's as simple as that. All right, JL?
All right.
So you got to be within 30 total receptions. You can break this down one at a time. If you want to just give me the grand total, that's fine as well. But I gave you Hunter Renfrow. He had 103 receptions last season. You really got to determine how many receptions Mike Williams, Tyler Lockett, and Mike Evans had.
All right, Mike Williams he probably had 95, I'll go with. And then Tyler Lockett, I'll go with 85. And who's the last one? Mike Evans. I think we feel like Mike Evans is probably around that 90 mark too, which all adds up to, if I can do math, 18 plus 8, 26, 27, 373.
Yeah.
That seems high.
373. JL, you locking that in?
Sorry, and that includes Renfrow, right?
Yep.
I'm locking that in.
Oh, I hope I included Renfrow when I did the math here. I'm thinking about when I put together this game, and I'm like, I might have just added everything else, but let's see. We'll add it. We can figure it out. Well, Mike Williams had 76 catches.
Okay, way too high.
Tyler Lockett had 73 catches.
Oh, shoot, double high.
And Mike Evans had 74 catches.
And triple high.
You're probably going to be off here. The grand total, 326.
Oh, man.
Hey, not too bad.
I overestimated.
A little bit of an overestimate. But hey, it's a tie game between you and Steven. Not that bad. Let's see. I mean, we had some close guesses like Thomas here. He was pretty close on all of them. A little bit off on Mike Evans. Matt was pretty close on their receptions. But I'm sorry, JL, this is not going to get you a point. But good try. Good try.
That's
Man,
okay.
I had 329. I was feeling good about that. Can I switch games?
No, I am sorry.
That was the range I was in too.
Kason said Dynasty Grill, a dope name, not going to lie. That's very true.
Yeah, kind of is. Kind of is. I should just
Makes
go
me
for
hungry.
it. Huh? All right, you guys are ready to keep on moving here?
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to move on to our next bidding round. We're starting out with JL here. And according to FanaticsAuthentic.com, this is how much does this Tom Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneers autographed Riddle Speed replica helmet cost?
I'm going to go with 657.
$657.
Yep.
Steven, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go 1,175.
$1,175. Craig?
$1,175.
$300.
Craig is going to say $300.
1,176.
Damn it.
$1,176. All right, hold on. I don't know why my freaking
I'm guessing it's really around like
computer is not
2,100,
working
but
very well.
It's high. I know it's high. I wanted to say 1,200, but I went low.
Sorry, guys, my monitor is not refusing to work on the right side here.
It's all right.
Josh broke the game.
I really wanted to be after you for
just-
this one, Rick, because I
just-
knew you would
again-
have some actual idea.
yeah, I'm guessing on there it's probably over $2,000.
I think.
Man, you think it's that high
That makes
now?
sense.
Gosh.
Yeah, Tom Brady probably maybe 1,800-ish. The
that
Buccaneers
does make it
probably
right
makes it
high.
a little bit lower than if it was a Patriots. It'd probably
Yeah.
definitely be over $2,000.
Well, Mr. Scampers and Chevin in the chat agree with you. Mr. Scampers saying 2,100 and Chevin saying 2,075. So there's that. And then Kason saying 2,250 here. So let's see what the actual cost of it is.
I went too low.
Is $2,200?
Oh,
Some great guesses in
And
the chat.
Mr.
But
Scampers is 100 off.
yeah, really great guess by
Jason-
Rick. He
Jason
can be over
was-
there.
50 over. Ouch.
Oh man.
To
That would have been rough if you were in the
22.50
game.
Buckaroos.
Yeah, so great job there, Rick. You feel like it seemed like you had a pretty good idea of how much this helmet would have cost. I almost included the non-replica one. There was like an actual helmet, and that was like $2,700.
And I just figured because it wasn't like the full replica, it'd be a little bit lower. Man, that's crazy.
I literally almost bought
Wow.
one similar of Fields, and it was $550.
Yeah,
Tom Brady,
And it's
you
not
know?
even on Fanatics. On Fanatics,
Yeah.
it'd be up more. So, like, considering the difference between those two,
Yeah,
helmets
that's
are pretty
fair.
expensive.
So who won that one?
Rick,
I
did.
did, bro.
Rick did, yep.
Rick did. Okay, so I got
Rick-
everybody.
You ready for your first mini game?
I am kind of ready. We'll see.
All
We'll
right,
see
let's go.
once you put the question up.
Well, you're gonna be playing Double Down. This is not a game we played before, and it has a slightly different mechanism than we have seen before. So I hope you're ready for it, Rick. I'm excited to see JL's how JL feels about this. The
Great.
contestant has shown a stat line in 6 players. 4 of the players have stats below the shown stat line. 2 are above, obviously. One at a time, the contestant selects the players they believe have stats lower than the stat line shown. The contestant wins 1 point by correctly selecting 3 of the players. The contestant can win 1 additional point if they choose to select the 4th player. However, if the final player is incorrect, the contestant will receive 0.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
So for this, Rick, you have to select 3 of these players, all right, that are about to pop
Okay.
up. You're going to get a point if they're all 3 right. And you can decide to go for the 4th if you're really confident about it, but you don't have to, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So 700 rushing yards. So 2 of these players are over 700 rushing yards from last season. 4 of them had under 700 rushing yards from last season. I want you to tell me the ones that are under. You got to tell me at least 3 of them, by the way.
Okay, so right off the bat,
Why don't you
I'm gonna
start
go
with your 3, you think, and I'll tell you if you're right or not.
I'm going to go with Myles Gaskin, Patterson, and Stevenson.
All right. So you're going to say that Myles Gaskin, Cordell Patterson, and Ramondre Stevenson did not have 700 rushing yards last year. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, Myles Gaskin did not have 700 rushing yards last year. You're absolutely correct there. Ramondre Stevenson did not have 700 rushing yards. You're correct there. Cordell Patterson did not have 700 rushing yards. So, Rick, you can stop right now. You could take the point, or you can try to determine who the fourth player is and get an additional point.
Go for it. Go for it, Rick.
What do you want to do, Rick?
I am in between two players.
Okay.
I believe James Robinson did get over 700 rushing yards. So it's in between Miles Sanders and Saquon for me. And I just can't figure out which one it is.
You can just take the point. You can just take the point if you want, Rick.
What's it gonna be?
I'm going to go with Miles Sanders here.
Always doing it.
I think that it's going to hurt me, but...
So you think Miles Sanders had under 700 rushing yards? Let us see if you are correct. Well, Saquon Barkley had 593. Miles Sanders had 745. So you are wrong. I am sorry, Rick. You are not going to get any points for this mini game. But good job on that one, man. You broke it down to the very end. Literally only Miles Sanders and Saquon Barkley, right? That's kind of where the error came in.
Dirty. Yeah, I knew that. I knew I was going to pick the wrong one.
There's some people in the chat saying, I go with Barkley. I go with Barkley there. But good job on that, breaking it down, Rick. Good job on that. Tie game still. 1-1-1. Craig, you still got this. It's anyone's game. So you guys ready to move on to the next bidding round?
Let's do it.
We're going to be starting with Rick on this one. All right. Rick, tell me how many receiving yards T. Higgins had in the Super Bowl last year.
Mm. 124.
124. JL?
I'm going to go with 125.
125. Steven?
91.
91. Craig?
I wish I had a better memory because I know I bet on this.
Don't do it.
No, I won't do that.
We got 91, 124, and 125. You're going to go with 1, Craig?
Yeah.
All right.
Thought for sure I'd get sandwiched.
Well, let's see how many receiving yards T. Higgins had in the Super Bowl last year. T. Higgins had 100 yards. He had 100 yards. Steven, that's going to give it to you with 91. I know Craig was down there like, should I go with 92 or 1? 92 or 1? And he went with 1.
Wait, did Rick and I read this as the season yards?
We only said
I hope
124.
Not because you only said 125.
Okay, I said okay. In my head, I said 1,025.
36,000.
I was like, whoa.
I was like, yeah, you had a better year than that. Gonna give Steven an additional point and give him the lead for the game right now.
Nice.
Steven, you want to get in there?
Nice.
Most people in the chat guessed slightly above 100. There was one person, I believe, Bryce and Dynasty Griff. So Dynasty Griff, he actually got his touchdowns as well. He did have 2 touchdowns and 78. Oh, Scott got it right on. Let's go, Scott.
Whoa.
Hey.
Let's go. You must have remembered that. Yeah. You know what? Let me punish myself, you know. Hey, cheers. Maker's Mark. I hate it.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let's go. Okay, Steven. You're going to be playing Who's the Closest. Oh, that was so gross. I do not like taking shots at that. But Who's the Closest? This is a new game, Steven. This is how it's played. The contestant is shown a target player and 3 additional players. In order to win, the contestant must choose the player from the group of 3 with the closest amount of 2021 PPR fantasy points as the target player. All right. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Simple enough. So the target player is Alvin Kamara. The additional players are Melvin Gordon, Cordero Patterson, and Devin Singletary. Which player out of these three had the closest amount of PPR fantasy points in 2021 as Alvin Kamara?
Man.
And a little hint, it's not even a hint. This player was extremely close.
Oh, goodness. I don't think it's Patterson, which means it probably is. You know what? I'm gonna go with Melvin Gordon on this one.
So you think that Melvin Gordon had the closest amount of fantasy points to Alvin Kamara? That's correct?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like every single person in the chat is saying Melvin Gordon, and it looks like there's about 9 people saying
positive.
it. Well, let's see if everyone's correct, though. The target player was Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara had 234.7 PPR fantasy points last season. Melvin Gordon had 195.1. Cordell Patterson had 234.6, who was the right answer.
What
and
did
Devin
I
Singletary
say?
at
What did I say?
196.8.
You called it.
I don't think it's Cordell Patterson, so it's probably him, and it was.
0.1, huh?
You go with the gut. Yeah. Man, did not realize it was that close.
Yeah, Cordell Patterson and Alvin Kamara. It probably has something to do with Alvin Kamara not scoring a lot of touchdowns. I think he also missed a couple games, if I remember correctly. But
yeah,
it is what it is. But that's going to keep your score where it is. Steven, 2 points. Rick, 1 point. JL, 1 point. Craig, 0. But still anyone's game. Still anyone's game for sure. Right now, it looks like it's going to come down to that final showcase round, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
Because we were terrible at these games.
Mr. Scamper said Kamara had more than I realized.
Yeah, that number kind of threw me off too. I did not think it was that high.
All right, Steven, we're coming to you first with the next bidding round. You ready to get in there?
Let's do it.
Ready. Joe Mixon's career receiving yards. Steven, tell me Joe Mixon's career receiving yards. And I'm not even going to give you the little hint of how many years he played because I'm not actually 100% sure right now. If I had to guess, it's been like 5 years.
I'm pretty sure it's 4.
4, yeah.
I'm
going
not
into
giving you a hint because I don't know.
I'm gonna go with 635.
You're gonna go with 635. Rick, what do you think Joe Mixon's career receiving yards are?
Let's go with 2,100.
2,100. Some separation between Steven and Rick there. JL, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with 636.
636. Craig?
What were the other numbers?
635, 636, 2,100.
Don't sandwich me, Craig. Don't do
Do it. Do it.
Don't do it, Craig.
637.
No!
It seemed like the right move. So let's see
You
if
said
it pays
you'd
off.
never.
Oh.
You lied to me, Craig. You lied straight to my face.
It's Daddy's revenge. We sandwiched you.
All right. Well, Joe Mixon, in his career, he actually had 1,322 receiving yards.
Wow.
That's going to give Craig the win here. Good job, Craig. And I think there was a Bryce in the chat here. 1,300. Let's
Beautiful.
go. What a heck
Nice
of a
job,
guess.
Bryce.
Man, I really
Hell of a
thought he
guess.
averaged
Good
in
pull.
between 400 and 500.
There
He's played
was
5
like-
years.
Yeah, oh, he's played 5? Oh, see?
It has
I
been
don't
5
even
years now?
I believe so.
Sounds right.
Same year as Kamara, right? Kamara and
That would have been
all
2017.
those guys. I just thought he
Maybe.
averaged more than that. 450, 500 yards, I thought.
I don't think they gave him many receptions
There
earlier
was,
on.
there was
The
one
Geo
year
year.
he didn't do jack squat.
The Geo was taking a lot of those receptions away. I think last year was probably the most reception yards he's had. And then also he's been banged up here and there and missed a couple games. So I guess that's what it comes down to. But that's going to tie Craig up. He's got 1 point now. 1, and Steven's got 2. Craig, you ready for your first mini game here?
Oh, I was born ready, Josh.
All
Born
right. I'm glad
ready.
you were born ready. That makes me happy. So Craig, you are gonna in round 5. You're gonna be playing double stats. You're gonna be playing double stats. This is a game we have played before, and it's pretty straightforward. The contestant has shown 2 possible entire stat lines for one player. One of the stat lines is correct. The contestant wins if they choose the correct stat line. All right.
Got it.
So we have Mac Jones. One of these stat lines is correct. Did Mac Jones throw for 3,801 passing yards, 22 passing touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 129 rushing yards, or did he throw for 3,113 passing yards, 25 passing touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 183 rushing yards? Craig, what do you think?
We're going to go with the second one.
So you think he threw through 3,113 passing yards, 25 passing touchdowns, etc.?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see if that is correct. Mac Jones actually threw for 3,801 passing yards. This second one's actually Russell Wilson's stat line for the previous season.
Wow.
Yeah. Which when I was putting this together, I was kind of surprised, considering like how much of a down year this was for Russell Wilson, mostly because of the finger injury. But 25 passing
Still not
touchdowns,
bad.
6 interceptions.
Yeah.
It impressed me more than I remembered. Maybe you're hoping a little more rushing yards.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Craig, that's not going to get you a point on this mini game. This is definitely going to come down to the final showcase round, guys.
Oh
And
yeah.
it looks like the majority of the chat was saying that first one there. We have Mr.
That's
Scampers.
a lot of interceptions.
running slow.
That's a lot more than I would have thought. Mac
That's
Jones.
that's what threw me off, is I didn't think he had that many interceptions.
Yeah.
I
They kinda
purposely, I
kicked in
didn't
at the
think
end
so
of the
either.
year, too.
I mean,
Yeah.
hell, he played one game and threw only 3 passes. So
That's true.
Yeah.
I figured the interceptions actually would throw whoever got this off a little bit, just because he's known as such an accurate passer, right?
Yeah, it's
Um,
narrative.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving on here. We're gonna get into our next bidding round. We're gonna be starting with Craig here, and we have a very close game here. I'm excited to see how this one turns out. All right, Craig, I want you to tell me Derrick Henry's average rushing yards per season, and this is entire career, 2016 to 2021. So, how many rushing yards does Derrick Henry average per season, Craig? And by the way, I want to mention that I love that each one of you have a different first initial in your name, because usually we have so many J's on here. When I write this down, I always just write like
use
J
the
for
first
JL.
initial.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a flat 1,500.
You're going to say 1,500 rushing yards?
Yeah.
Steven, what do you think?
I'm doing math quickly. I think it's lower than that. You said 1,500 is the
Yep.
average. I'm going to go with 975.
975 from Steven. Rick, what do you think?
Oh, man, Steven, that's the range that I wanted to be in.
Now he's got to play the game.
I'll go with 976.
God bless it.
976. JL, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with 977.
There it is.
I
that was
figured
gonna
you
happen.
would. I figured you would. Well, I guess you could have taken the under as well. You could
I
have taken
could
the
have,
$1.
but I think.
By the way,
it
I
is
do want to
higher.
mention, if everyone goes over, then the closest person still wins, but they do not get their point for
Yeah.
getting to play the minigame.
Oh, so Steven might get to
Yeah.
play
So this works for me.
second, huh?
Yeah, so Steven could still technically play the minigame, but he wouldn't get a point for it. Let's see. Derrick Henry's average rushing yards per season is still 1,133. 1,133. That's going to give JL the
back.
win here. Good job on that one, JL. And
Thank you.
God, the chat, they know how to make some good guesses. I'll tell you that much. Chevin saying 1,073.
Oh, a couple brutal overs here.
Yeah.
Griff
Yeah, dude,
1240.
couple brutal overs, but
Albert 1375.
oh man, and then Joel 1,175. Scott 1,170.
Ah,
So
Brutal.
close, so close. It looks like you were the closest though, Shevin.
Very nice.
Yeah, Mr. Scamper saying tight game, and it absolutely is. JL, I'm gonna give you your point, and we're gonna get into your mini game. You ready to get in there?
Let's do it.
All right, perfect. All right, JL, you are playing to the penny. This is a brand new mini game. Round 6 to the penny. JL, just like our previous game, you have an option to do a little bit extra in this one. The contestant is shown 3 players and must guess their stats. The first player has 2 possible choices for his stats. The second player has 3 possible choices. The third player has 4 possible choices. The contestant wins 1 point by correctly selecting the first 2 players. The contestant can win 1 additional point if they choose to guess the third player's stats. However, if the final player is incorrect, the contestant will receive 0 points. All right, so let's just see how it is. So it's receptions. We're talking in terms of receptions, and we're going to start with Chris Godwin. All right. Did he have 98 receptions or 111 receptions?
98.
You think 98? And that is correct. That is correct. So how about Michael Pittman? Michael Pittman, did he have 68, 78, or 88 receptions? And I'm missing an E in Michael Pittman's name, but don't worry about that.
Mikal
Pittman.
I'm going to go with 78.
You're going to go with 78, and that would be incorrect, JL. I am sorry. It's 88. It's actually 88. How about this? You want to go for this since it doesn't matter? Devonta Smith? 58, 64, 74, 88. 74, I actually believe that is correct. It was actually 64.
64.
I was wrong.
Doesn't even know what he put in his PowerPoint.
I put this together 2 days ago, so I kind of forget exactly what's in here. But I did remember Michael Pittman and Chris Godwin's because I knew I had to remember those for this to kind of make sense.
Joey knew it. Evan knew it. 88, 88.
Yeah, 88, 88.
Joel, 88. Kind of sounds like
you have such a close game.
I'm whiffing on these these bonus rounds.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no offense, but you kind of.
I don't think any of us have got one right yet.
No, we've been stumped.
I think
I got it right.
Got
him. Squandered it away.
You almost did, Rick.
Yeah, you tossed it in the trash.
I mean, I want to say sorry for making it a little tough, but no, man, I feel like it's they're reasonable. They're reasonable. All right, let's keep moving, guys. Let's keep moving. Moving on to our next bidding round. We're starting with you, JL. JL.
Yep.
Tell me, Donovan Peoples-Jones, 2021 receiving yards. We were just talking about him earlier today, actually. We were doing a little mock draft with the CBS fellows.
CBS, yes.
What do you think there, JL?
I think it's probably going to be around 475.
You think around 475?
Yeah.
All right, Craig, what do you think?
350.
350. Steven?
I'm going to go 395.
395. Rick?
What was JL's?
475.
476.
476. So Rick will be taking the over on this one. All right. Let's see how many receiving yards Donovan Peoples-Jones had in 2021. He had 597. Wow. Rick, good job on that one, taking the over. And I'm just seeing a guess right here, right off the cuff. Jason saying 5.
Nice.
5.
Albert 575.
Ooh, some close guesses.
I see Bryce guess 475. Same time I did. 475.
Yeah, no, I actually saw that in the chat.
All right, good Rick. Guesses. I think everybody hit the under too.
Yeah, everyone hit the under.
That was kind of a surprisingly high number for me.
Yeah.
All right, Rick, you're going to be playing round 7. Switch. This is a game we played before. It's pretty it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. The contestant is shown 2 players, each with a stat. The contestant must decide whether the stats are correct as shown or need to be switched with each other. A correct decision wins. Pretty simple. So, career receptions. Austin Eckler, 282. Christian McCaffrey, 357. Do you want to keep these as is, or do you want to switch them?
I'm keeping them.
You're going to keep them? You think Austin Eckler had 282 reception and Christian McCaffrey had 357?
I'm keeping them.
He's keeping them. Would you say, Steven, you think it's a trick question?
It's a trick question.
All right.
It probably is.
Well, let's see
Keep 'em.
if he was correct. You keep them as is. You keep
got
them.
it.
That's right.
I was gonna say,
That's right.
I like how
TNC did
from
over 100 twice, right?
Yeah.
That makes it pretty tough.
I
to
think you
be
did a
at
good
22.
job. I was thinking that people were gonna be like Christian McCaffrey. He's missed like the last 2 seasons.
He's
Like,
only
and Austin
played in
Eckler's
10
been around
games.
forever. Like, yeah, exactly,
True.
exactly. So, I was thinking that a lot of people were gonna go with switch, and most people in the chat were going with keep here. Most people. There were a few switches though, but good job on that one. And then Solly, what's up, Solly? You say keep them. Smart move. Smart move.
smart move.
All right, good job on
Man.
that one, Rick. Hey, you're gonna win a mini game. You're gonna win a mini game, Rick. Let's go.
I like how
Hey,
his
bro.
is a single 50-50 question.
Yeah.
Mine was like 3 or 4.
No, it
increasingly
would-
difficult
talking about-
multiple choice questions.
Listen,
That's
listen,
the
listen,
hand
I
we're
had
dealt.
This
This is
one, I had
career
to get 3
receptions.
people right.
Yours was last year's 2 times. You had to pick.
You're right.
How
You're
many
right. The
receptions Michael
difficulty of
Pittman
those
and
two
Chris Godwin had?
things of considering the
The
past.
Chris Godwin one was relatively easy. The Michael Pittman one was
Yeah.
tough. I will give you that. So good job on that one, Rick. Good job on that one, Rick. That's going to give
Thank
you the
you.
lead.
Thank you.
It's going to give you the lead here. And
Very
we're going
nice.
to keep on pushing forward. We're going to keep on pushing forward here. Rick, we're starting with you. Patrick Mahomes passing yards per game during the 2021 season.
Passing yards per game. Ooh.
Okay, let me do some math here. Can I use a calculator?
I'd rather you just answered like in the next 5 seconds or so.
I'm trying, but I know
Two times
roughly how many
Calculator
yards he
adding.
had.
Two
But
times
now I
out.
gotta
All right,
do the math.
I'll give you 5 more seconds then.
Go run and grab it.
Yeah, going first in this one
Uh,
sucks.
What's it gonna be, Rick? Today, Rick.
300 even.
300. All right.
I know how
Good
many
job.
yards it is. I got to divide by games and shit in my
Jay,
head.
what do you think?
I'm gonna go with 250.
250. Craig.
See how fast that was, Rick?
I'm just going with a number that came in my head right away, and I don't know why. 321.
321. And Steven.
So it's 250 and 321. And what was
Mhm. And
Rick's?
300. 300.
You got all kinds of options this time.
Good job like spreading these out, guys. This made it tough on Steven, I think.
I did. Because unlike Rick, I didn't bother going with a calculator. I'm going to say 251.
251. So you're going to take that
You
under
little
300
punk.
area. That's probably going to screw JL in this one.
Probably.
I'm gonna go
It's
over.
got to be exactly 250 now.
Yes, it does. And I'm telling you now it's not. It is
Great.
285, and that's going
Wow.
to give it to Steven. Let's go, Steven.
Correct,
Good job on that
Steven.
251
I
choice.
knew he was right around 4,800 yards passing. I just couldn't get the math in my head with the 17 games.
Solly was uber close on this. Oh, Solly, you were really freaking close, but you weren't the closest. Marco with
Mark.
284. What?
Mark, you sneaky boy.
Woo-wee. All right, let me give Steven his point, and we're going to get into this mini game because I think we only have one more mini game after this left. All right, that's going to tie Steven up with Rick. All right, Steven, round 8, mix and match. Let's go. The contestant is shown 3 players and 3 stats. The contestant then has to match the stat with the correct player, match all 3 correctly to win. All right?
All right.
Just kind of like a mix and match game, you know? So we have Kyle Pitts, Josh Jacobs, Darnell Mooney, 81 receptions, 68 receptions, and 54 receptions. Match these guys up appropriately.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go Mooney is 81, Pitts is 68, and Jacobs is 54.
Mooney, 81, Pitts, 68, and Jacobs, 54.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see if that's correct, Steven. Kyle Pitts, 68. Good so far. Josh Jacobs, 54. Great
Nice
so
job.
far.
Nice
Darnell Mooney,
job.
81. Good job, Steven. Good job with that one. I can't wait for
Nice.
I'm waiting for someone to be like, oh, well, you got the easy one.
I mean, being a Bears fan, I know way too much about Darnell Mooney.
That absolutely helped you out a little bit there because, maybe a lot of people out there might switch around Mooney and Kyle Pitts. Who knows,
Yeah.
But good job on that one. Good job on that one. It looks like the majority of the chat got it right as well. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving, guys. We're going to start with you in this bidding round. Steven, this will be our final bidding round. Until our showcase round. So, guys, according to IKEA.com, I don't really know how to pronounce this Apolloro table with 6 armchairs. It's outdoor. It's brown stained beauty that lasts from sustainably sourced. This dining set invites guests to gather for a meal with friends, and it's easy to extend the table for parties or extra.
It's got the extender shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this, yeah.
Is the extender on one side or both?
I have no idea.
It's at least one side.
It's on both.
Whichever one you want it on, you just turn that table around. You're good.
Steven, how much does this whole set cost according to IKEA.com?
That looks like it would fall apart the minute you sit on it.
It's IKEA. I mean,
$7.95.
$7.95 from Steven. Rick, what do you think?
Unlike Tom Brady helmets, I have no freaking clue here. IKEA, I'm $4.99.
$4.99. JL?
I'm gonna go with 2,000.
2,000. Greg? We have $7.95, $4.99, and 2,000.
$7.96.
$7.96. Taking the over on Steven. All right, so let's see how much does $629. Wow. That is going to give it to Rick. Rick, with this guess of $4.99, is actually going to win this one. Let's go, Rick.
Nice job.
Yeah,
Let's
Rick.
go.
And
This is cheap
that's
ass
tie you up with Steven.
It's IKEA,
and then
right?
with potential to even go
expect
further.
it to
But
be as
IKEA's got some
expensive as Tom
expensive
Brady.
There's some
do have
expensive things there.
some much more expensive things. Believe me, I was looking through their catalog and I found myself on this one for some reason.
We don't have any IKEAs around me, so I don't shop there. So
Are you personally purchasing this table, Josh?
Gosh, everyone went too high pretty much. Dynasty Griff went with 475, and that was the closest.
Thomas, 400.
That was the closest in the chat.
Yeah,
that was the closest in the chat.
499.
Dynasty Griff. Well,
by Bryce.
Bryce said 499. Rick, that's a whole. Yeah, he's kind of making fun of his guess, and then he said, "Never mind."
Yeah,
that's
Bryce,
actually fantastic.
I mean, it's a whole ass. What's an ass dining set?
You don't want to know. Yeah. Family friendly jail.
$629.
Right.
$629.
He's not wrong.
All right, Rick. Let's go. You're playing one right stat. This is a new game, but not really that new because we played one wrong stat before, and it's pretty much the same exact game as one wrong stat, except there's one right one. The contestant has shown 3 players, each with accompanying stats. 2 players are shown with incorrect stats. 1 is correct. The contestant wins by choosing the player with the correct stat shown. Okay? That's simple. So, Amari Cooper, 865 receiving yards. Terry McLaurin, 953 receiving yards. Christian Kirk, 896 receiving yards. Which player has the incorrect receiving yards shown?
The incorrect.
Do you mean which one's correct?
I'm sorry. Correct.
This is easy.
Yeah. Which one's correct? There's only one player that has the correct receiving yards shown.
Kirk.
You're going to go with Christian Kirk? Right, Rick?
Yeah.
All right, he's going with Christian Kirk. He thinks that is the correct stat line shown. Well, Amari Cooper is actually the correct stat line shown.
And look, Mark Cooper is correct.
Yep. Yeah. That was.
And Dynasty Cooper is correct
in the chat. Kirk and McLaurin. Some Coops coming in, but Kirk looks like the most popular answer in the chat. So you're not alone there, Rick.
I probably would have gone McLaurin. McLaurin looked right.
Yeah.
It's the 53. The 53 got me.
Yeah. The 53. Exactly. Sorry about that one, Rick. Well, guess what?
I mean, you don't have to apologize, bro.
Sorry, Rick. hey, Rick, sorry about that, buddy.
So I want to mention, this is anyone's game. Completely anyone's game still. So let's get into our showcase final round and let's see how it goes. Shepard came in and said, "Wow, Kirk deserves his contract now." No, he doesn't.
Not true.
All right, so there's some rules that are about to pop up. They're slightly incorrect because these are for 3 people, and as I told you, we changed it for 4 people. It says closest will get 6 points, second closest 2 points. I changed that. Closest is going to get 5 points here. Second closest is 3 points. Third closest is 1 point, and fourth closest gets 0. All right,
So there could be a tie here.
Yeah, there could be. Do you have a tiebreaker question?
Yeah. I'll hit you with the tiebreaker question. I'll fantasy fortune. Yeah. So just if it's a tie, we'll figure it out. All right, let's see. So what I want you guys to figure out and add all together into one grand total is Devin Singletary's 2021 rushing yards, Trevor Lawrence's 2021 rushing yards, Lamar Jackson's 2019 rushing yards, that was his MVP season, and Jonathan Taylor's career rushing yards. He's been in the league for 2 seasons. All right. So I want you to add all those numbers together, whatever you think they might be, and then come up with one number. Get out of the chat for this one, guys. It probably doesn't matter. They probably don't know in the chat, but
Good call.
All right. Here's some size. Which ones you're struggling with, Steven?
All of them.
All of them. Wait a second. Corey came in here with a really good point. Rushing yards are subjective. So, yeah. He's right.
That is true. That is
so
true.
in my opinion, keep in mind, this is my opinion of their rushing.
Oh, so it sucks.
6,
Yes.
7, 8, 9.
Man, what is
Okay,
that?
I got a number.
Helps if I put them all on the line so I can add them.
Ooh, let's go. How subjective are rushing yards, Josh?
The most subjective you could possibly be.
Really?
Again, I told you my opinion on this. Yeah.
Okay.
How's everyone feeling? You got something
So
written
we don't
down?
have to worry about going over on this one, correct?
You do. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that. That is completely my
do
fault.
not
Worried
wanna
about
You
go
going
did
over.
not say that earlier.
I didn't
By
say
the
it, but
way.
I did say it when
You
I
said-
explained the
you said-
rules.
You said
I
close.
should have been listening to the rules.
Yeah.
When I originally explained the rules, I said
without
without going over. I
Should have played this
appreciate
game
you asking me,
before.
Rick. Hey, listen, that is completely my fault. I apologize, guys. Don't go over. At least I told you before we
Adjust your
shoot
bets
the
now.
scores. Yeah, go a little bit lower if you want. It's gonna screw
All right.
you though. So
Yeah, you're gonna mess up, and it's gonna be your original one that's gonna be right, and you're gonna be kicking yourself.
I know, that's why I didn't change it. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm gonna change this, and this
Just
is
letting you know how it
good.
goes.
And
It's
then I'm gonna
just
be pissed.
not me. It's the way it is.
all right. How's everyone feeling? You got something written down? How about you, Craig?
Yeah, I got something written down.
Someone,
Got something.
someone in the chat has exactly my number, which is freaking me out.
You cheater. No, I'm joking. I'm
What
messing
are you
around
doing
with
in the chat?
Well, I've already written down my guess. I'm not changing it.
Fair enough.
Watch that pen. Make sure it stays in the picture.
Hey, nothing but integrity.
Hands
over
up.
here.
Everyone has something, right?
88%.
Okay, so I just want you guys all to show it at the same time. Just show me. It doesn't matter. No one's changing it at this point. Just hold it up there until I can write it down. Just hold it there. Okay, 5,000 from Craig. JL, what's yours?
5150.
JL cheated.
50, 4825, and I'm sorry.
JL
Rick,
cheated.
what was
Did
yours?
you write down? What was yours, Jeff?
Mine's 5,100. I don't like your guess.
Haha.
So Rick going with 5,100, Steven going with 4,825, JL 5,150, and Craig 5,000. Was that correct? 5,000, Craig?
Let's go.
I almost switched
Yeah,
to
I'm
5,000.
liking that distribution. That's very
Yes,
nice.
that I think JL covers a lot of area with his guess here. A ton
I'm
of
very
area.
happy with this. I hope
And
I'm right.
just refresh everyone's score.
So it's
JL has 2 points, Steven 2, Steven 4, Rick 4, and Craig 1.
So I just need it to be
this could
above
get
my
real
guess, huh? It just needs to be above 5,100.
Yep.
So this is about to be a tie between
Well,
Rick and I.
you want it between 50. Oh yeah. So
Because that'll give me
if that
3,
happens,
so
it would
we'll
give
both have
you. It
7,
would make
right?
JL and Rick tied. If that's the case. Well, let's see.
Let's go.
Let's get in here. Let's get in here. All right. So Devin Singletary had 870.
Oh
rushing.
no!
Ooh-wee.
Okay, I'm feeling good.
Trevor
At
Lawrence had
850.
334.
I'm feeling
rushing.
much better now.
Okay, a little lower.
334. Lamar Jackson had 1,206 rushing yards in his MVP season.
That makes up my difference. I just need to be right on JT.
And JT has 2,980 career
Oh, I
rushing yards.
way overshot JT.
2,980,
What?
giving a grand total of 5,390.
JL, I was gonna say,
It still gives Rick that. It gives JL the win, the tie with Rick, because they are the
Hey!
two closest. So Rick and JL, I quickly want to do a tiebreaker with you. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
You- Do you have pen and paper in front of you?
Yeah.
I want you to write down quickly. All right.
Okay.
Can you write it down pretty quickly?
I can write as quick as you want.
Who
Bob,
How
had
quickly
more?
can you say it?
Who had more points as a team last year? Who had more points as a team last year? Was it the Tennessee Titans or was it the Las Vegas Raiders? Writing down Titans or Raiders. More points as a team. Got it written. Let me see it. Hold on. Don't.
No, I'm changing it. Hold on.
Come on, JL.
No, I could change
All
it.
right. What do you guys got? Raiders and Titans. Are you guys have different answers? Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Well, the actual answer is the Titans. JL.
Oh my gosh.
JL is our winner today.
Yes.
What a
Suck
comeback.
Rick.
People were saying Raiders in the chat. There was more Raiders than Titans. Kason,
I
though,
felt
go with
like
the Titans.
I wrote down Raiders, and then I just thought to myself, "Who's asking this question? It's Josh." And I feel like Josh is laying a classic Josh trap here.
How close was that?
It was classic. Brad all day coming in here saying, Rig, that's
Rigged,
fine.
Brad.
What's up, Brad? Oh, guys, that was a lot of fun. Thank you
That
guys
was
so
very
much.
fun.
Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Rick. You guys are all awesome. You guys are
Yeah, that was very fun.
It
Very
was a
fun.
good time.
Thank you for having us. It was great.
such a close game. Hey, Steven, thank you again. Thanks for being our technical guest. And you're the man, you know.
Appreciate it.
We love you. We love you, Steven.
Go follow Steven at Steven_Roto. Go follow him on Twitter. And thank you, Craig. You're the man. Thank you for I'll say you filled in for Simon today. You were half of Simon and Rick was the other half. You're the man,
Yes.
Craig.
That sounds like an equitable amount of Simon for us.
Yeah. And Rick,
half
you
of
were
Simon,
the
I'll
lower
handle it.
half or the bottom top half of
Oh,
Simon.
I thought you just
Oh, I
split
thought
like
you
up
were
and
that's
down.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Top bottom, definitely top bottom.
Hey,
I apologize to
Simon.
anyone who's on the bottom.
I got
Simon.
you, bottom.
All right,
I'll be
that's gonna be
I'll
it
be
for us
Simon's
today.
bottom. It's fine.
I don't think you know what you're signing up for, friend. I don't think you know what you're signing up for.
I was taking one for the team.
Josh can
You
back me
picked
up
it
on this
too.
one.
You do not want to be Simon's bottom.
This gone off the rails quick.
That's gonna be it for us today, guys.
hope you didn't drink any
We'll
Subscribe,
be here
like.
again tomorrow at 3
Love
o'clock,
us.
as we are every weekday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I had a lot of fun today, guys. I hope everyone else did as well. Trading makes fantasy fun as well. Keep that in mind, you know. We're out of here. Love you guys. Peace.
Bye. Arrivederci.